A very good afternoon to all with respected ma'am and sir. I am Sasmita Naik and now I am going to discuss about the value chain analysis. So why do companies' profit margin exceed these competitors? How does one company garner a competitive advantage against its peers? So if these questions will be asked, then the answer may be found in value chain analysis. So before go to value chain analysis, first we have to know that what is value chain. So value chain means all the internal activities of a farm during transforming input to output, or we can say that from raw material to final product. Value chain analysis is a process to visually analyze a company's business activities to see how the company can create a competitive advantage for itself. Value chain analysis helps a company to understand how it adds value to something, and subsequently how it can sell its product or service for more than cost of adding the value. Thereby, it can generate the profit margin. So the idea of value chain was first suggested by Michael E. Porter in 1985 to depict how customer value accumulates along a chain of activities that lead to an end product or service. In this figure, as you can see that there are two types of activities is in value chain. One is primary activities and another one is supportive activities. And this diagram has given by Michael E. Porter. So in primary activities, the value of customer is created, but in supportive activities, it facilitates the performance of the primary activities. In primary activities, as you can see that there are the activities are inbound logistic operations, outbound logistic, sales and marketing, and service. Final one is service. And in support activities, the activities are purchasing system, human resource, technological development, organizational structure. So the first one is that the inbound logistic. So inbound logistic means what? It refers to good being obtained from the organization suppliers and to be used for producing the end product or final product. Then in operations, all the raw material are converting or transforming into final product. In outbound logistic process, all the order processing and distributions are happening here. And in marketing and sales, all the communications, pricing, and channel management, all these things is happening. And in service, finally, the installation. If there are any defect in the product, then it can be also repaired. So these are the primary activities of the value chain. Then what are the secondary activities? Then the secondary activities, as we saw, that procurement, technology and development, human resource management, and farm infrastructure, or we can say that organizational structure. So the first one is procurement or purchase systems. So here all the purchasing of raw material, supplies and other consumable items as well as assets are happening. Then in technology development, it is very important to know that how procedures and technological inputs are needed in every value chain activities. In human resource management, the organization have to do selection, promotion, and placement to the employees, and also they have to know, or they have to solve the relationship between labor or employee with the management. And next, final one is farm structure or organization structure. So every organization have to manage it generally. It have to do planning, it have to do accounting, means all the finance thing is happening here. And it have to deal with all the government affairs and quality management. So let us take an example, the value chain activities for a hotel chain. So in a hotel, for the primary activities are the site selection. First we have to select the site or construction. Then we have to do the reservation, and after that we have to operation the hotel properties. Then we have to see the hotel location. And what are the supportive activities? That first one is, as we knew, that the accounting, which is happening by the organization structure. So it have to do the accounting, means all the expenditure, all the incomes, all these things will record here. And the hotel have to hire and give training to the employee. Then it has to do the advertisement regarding its hotel, and then it has to building a brand and its own reputation in the market, and then finally the general administrations. Then there are two advantages of value chain. The first one is cost advantages and second one is differentiation advantage. So cost advantage is used when organization try to compete on costs and want to understand the sources of this cost advantage or disadvantage and what factor drive those costs. For example, we can take that Amazon, Walmart, McDonald's, Ford, Toyota, etc. As you can see, all these things will be include in cost advantage. Next, we will see the differentiation advantage. So the firm that strive to create superior product or services use differentiation advantage approach. For example, we can take that Apple, Google, Samsung, all the electronic things like this, and it may include all these things. As you can see, all the policies and decisions, linkage among the activities, all these things. Then we can see that the limitation of value chain analysis. It is very difficult to implement and to interpret. The problem of traditional accounting system is happening here, and it is very difficult to take any decision. That's all about the value chain analysis. Thank you.